Well, a very good morning and welcome to our Clocking the Gallop show for today. It's Monday, the 13th of June, and we do have our Greyville Polytrack racing today down in Durban. The Ghostryder has sent through his selections, and I'll be running through those as well as the suggested place accumulator perm. As we all know, the Ghostryder's place accumulator perms are well sought after by other tipsters, and we'll give you that today because he has a great success rate. We'll also run through the best bet and the value bet for the day. The Hollywoodbets Durban July picture appeared a bit more scarier going into this week with the results from last weekend. A couple of disappointments for connections that would not have qualified for the race on Saturday, the 2nd of July. More importantly, a couple of them putting their names into the ring for serious contention to win the Hollywoodbets Durban July coming up in a few weeks' time. So more on that, by the way. If you watch our program during the course of the week, we'll have our expert panel of Graham Hawkins, Mike Wanklin, Jay August, Neil Andrews, and myself will be discussing the picture as concerns the Hollywoodbets Durban July and what the last weekend's results mean, which horses we think may make it into the race, which horses are good things for places for the race, and how horses come into the race in terms of their weights. Obviously, the draws will only be announced the following week. So that's coming up this week. Lots to look forward to, as well as two birthdays here on Clocking the Gallop. We celebrate on the same day, the public holiday Thursday, Neil Andrews and Nino Podesta's birthday. So just remember that as we progress throughout the week. Now, we're coming off a good weekend again. Let's run through the selections for today. And let's go through it for you. By the way, I'll also run through the changes. It is on the Polytrack, so the track condition is standard, and they've only had 0.5 millimeter of rain in Durban in the last week or so. In race one, note that number one, Wolfston, wears blinkers, and the selection here is definitely going to be number two, which we tipped as a best bet last time out and just failed narrowly to the feature race winner on the weekend. That one again. So Egret is certainly the horse to beat there. To beat home, number 7 in second, that being Seattle Greenlight from the Gavin Van Zyl stable. Third goes to number 8 in Dhaka, and fourth to number 1, Wolfston, who now has a set of blinkers on board. Let's move on to race 2. Race 1, by the way, starts off the bipot. Race 2 is due off at 12:45. According to 1, it's the start of the PA, a maiden plate fillies and mares over the 1,200-meter trip. And in race 2, scratches number 4, Spring Fever, has been sold. Number 5, Captain Marvel, Alamites in front, Unshot behind. And update the form for number 9, Bevy's Delight. This horse ran behind Bright Green on the weekend and ran 5th, beaten only 3.15 lengths in a race against winners. So that is certainly something to take note of in race 2. The selection, though, is number 6, Lady Chocolate, for Justin Snaith and Richard Ferree to beat home. Number 3, Bright Star. Third going to number 8, Enid's Girl. And fourth to number 9, Bevy's Delight. So 6, 3, 8, 9. And also mentioned for number 1, which is the newcomer from Schlali, Rachel Veneker riding for Justin Snaith. Watch out for that one. It could be absolutely anything. I see it's in the betting at 5-1. By the way, just confirming the scratching there of number 4, Spring Fever. And we move to race number 3. Let's move on to that. The third race, start of the pick 6 at 1, is a maiden plate to be run over 1,700 meters. In race 3, number 3, Fill Your Boots, has a full set of aluminiums on. So the Alamites go on Fill Your Boots. So I now see is with Com Naidu, moved stables, formerly with Clinton Binder, now with the Com Naidu stable down in Durban. Number 3, Fill Your Boots. The selection is number 5, Petica. Paul Peter teaming up with Warren Kennedy. They've slapped blinkers on him after his big disappointment last time out when a beaten 1-4 favorite. Petica is tipped to beat number 1, Bell's First Wave. Third goes to number 9, Monsieur Chevelle. And fourth to number 11, Duke of Africa. Let's move into the fourth race at 5-2. A fillies and mares 63 handicap. It's over 1,900 meters. In race 4, scratch number 10, Consul Queen. Number 13 comes into the race now. Iron Chef will be drawn at 10, takes the posse of Consul Queen, and Sean Veal is now the rider on Iron Chef number 13. Those are the changes in race 4. The selection from the Ghostryder, his top choice is number 6, Eye Catching, for Vaughan Marshall and Richard Ferree. This is tipped as our best value bet for the day today in race 4, number 6, Eye Catching. It's tipped to beat number 11, Wedding Bliss, for second. Third, we've given to number 4, Diamonds and Dollars, and fourth to number 3, Port Adelaide. Number 8 is also worthy of mention. That is Demover for Joey Soma and JP van der Merwe, which we've also taken note of. Joey Soma traveling down to Natal with this one. Race 5 at 25-3 is a merit rated 78 handicap. It's over 2,000 meters. In race 5, scratch number 15, C Master, who was a reserve runner, comes out of the 5th race. And here the top choice is number 4, Galabia, for Lorenzo Karim and apprentice Gabriel Petersen. They put a tongue tie, they put a earmuffs on, they've taken the cheek pieces off. So there's quite a bit of equipment changes going on with Galabia. That's the first selection. Ahead of number 10, Secret Giver. Third goes to number 3, With Pleasure. Fourth to number 7, Coromandel. And also mentions to numbers 1, Papa C, and 9, Atomic Blonde. So this is a really difficult race, according to our selector. 4, 10, 3, 7, then 1 and 9 all deserve recognition in race number 5. 6th race jumps at 3. It's a merit rated 96 handicap. It's over the 1,400 meter trip. Race 6, scratch number 1, Master of Destiny, is out. That brings number 13, Els My Daddy, into this race. Will be drawn pole position 1, and Samanga Kamalo gets the ride on this one, and hence why we've put it into the box here in tipping at third, number 13, Els My Daddy. I think it's a big runner today, coming in with Kamalo on board. So the selection for race 6, the top choice here is number 8 on the card, Mr. Master Starter. The best bet for the Ghostryder today, Mr. Master Starter, going for 3 in a row on the Polytrack, and Keegan DeMello rides for Dean Cunningham. What a rich vein of form Keegan is in, winning as yesterday the Jubilee Stakes with Puerto Manzano. Fantastic stuff. So Mr. Master Starter is tipped to win this race again. To beat number 4, Tread Swiftly. Third goes to number 13, Els My Daddy, and fourth, number 11, Desolate Road. Our selections then for race number 6. On to the 7th at 10-4. It's a fillies and mares 86 handicap, a sprint over the 1,000 meter trip. In race 7, there are no scratchings, and in fact, there are no changes at all in the 7th. The tip is for number 2, Star Act, for Shane Humby and Richard Ferree to continue on her good ways. She's very consistent, and she is tipped to beat in the field here. Second to number 8, Auntie Lizzie. Third goes to number 4, Lady Catherine, and fourth, number 6, Ride the Lightning. Takes us into the 8th and last race at 4. Is a fillies and mares 77 handicap over 1,200 meters. In race 8, number 5, There She Goes, has blinkers. Blinkers on number 5, There She Goes, which is our top choice for Gabriel Petersen and Waiho Mowing. There She Goes is tipped to win quite confidently. Second, number 7, Winter's Destiny. Third goes to number 10, Double Dream. And fourth, number 12, Space Race. Also mention to number 2, Maiden's Prayer, to include in larger perms. So those are our selections. Stand by. Up next is our place accumulator plus our best bet and our value bet. So let's have a look at it. Here is our place accumulator perm. 8 races carded today. So place accumulator begins in race number 2. Let's run through those 7 legs right now and go through what the Ghostryder PA numbers are. We're going pretty wide in the first leg. 3 numbers there: 3 Bright Star, 6 Lady Chocolate, and 8 Enid's Girl. 2 numbers in the second leg: 1 Bell's First Wave and 5 Petica. Then 3, 4, 6, and 11 in the next leg, all of Port Adelaide, Diamonds and Dollars. We've got number 6, Eye Catching, and number 11, Wedding Bliss there. So 3, 4, 6, and 11. Then 3, 4, 7, and 10, With Pleasure, Galabia, Coromandel, and Secret Giver. 3, 4, 7, and 10. The banker of Mr. Master Start, and then the bank of Star Act Both very consistent horses. The last leg going 5 numbers there, 2 Maiden's Prayer, 5, there she goes, 7 Winter's Destiny, 10 Double Dream, and 12 Space Race will cost you 480 Rand or 48 Rand for 10%, 96 Rand under 100 Rand for 20. And those are our suggested place accumulator numbers today. The Nap win bet for the day is following up with the Dean Cannemare form. We're going in race 6, number 8, Mr. Master started to make it 3 in a row on the Polytrack, and he is currently in the market early on a Monday morning at 7:30 at 16 to 10. The value bet for the day comes up early on in the card in race 4. It is number 6, Eye Catching, currently at 11 to 2. So by my calculations, if you're taking the double today, Mr. Master Starter and Eye Catching, you'll get some fairly decent odds. If you're taking it right now, I'll just work it out. If you're watching right now and you're going to be taking it, you can get as much as 16 to 1, even more, depending on your bookmaker for that double. 16 to 1, the double is what we suggest today, taking Mr. Master Starter and Eye Catching in a nice little double there. Lots to come in the week. We've got racing at the Vaal tomorrow. Neil and I think we'll be doing that, so we stay tuned for that, and plenty more to come during the week. Don't forget to watch out for our July special, talking about what our thoughts are, the latest thoughts after the weekend's racing, and that's coming up on Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Watch in between there. From all of us here at Clocking the Gallop, keep watching, keep winning. From all of us, cheers.